Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But I promise you, I'm going to give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate. Let's pull the pin already.
Let's do it, Nate. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm always pleased to see somebody here.
Whoop, whoop.
Again, just quick announcement. We'll do it at the beginning in case we forget at the end because we always drag on and forget. Watch out. We're going to be changing our schedule, so it might affect our outputs, and we'll just see. Let's just say we've got a couple challenges coming up, and we'll see. We'll make sure we bring you something, but we'll see. Have to see what that looks like. So let's get on. But this episode we're going to bring is normal because Nate's here and I am at my home base. So we will bring up some headlines and we will talk about them from our perspective and tell you how to think, feel, and react and all that other stuff you need to know. And why is it important we do that, Nate?
Because we are average veterans and we have been around the world and we know everything.
I don't know why you're. What's the word? Extenuating? What's the word you use?
I don't know. Expressing.
Accenting? No. What's the word? What is the word? I hate when I lose a word that I probably knew, yesterday. Anyways, I think Christine will probably correct us. She's pretty good with that stuff.
Yes, she will.
and let me tell you, let me give a shout out to Christine and Johnny, dude. There's episodes we do, and because we get so busy, can't read the comments, they do add context to some of the things we've talked about, and I don't get a chance to get them in there. So I really feel bad about that, and I really wish we didn't have to have full-time jobs. That's why you guys need to pay us so we can keep bringing you this free. No. So you can pay us to bring you this free. But that would be the ideal, right? Because then if we didn't have full-time job, this would be our full-time job, and we could check all that. But we're not at that point, probably maybe never be there because we don't really offer that kind of product. I want you guys to know we're out there, we're seeing it, and we appreciate your comments and your updates. Just can't get them on the show as quickly as I wish there, or actually at all. I guess I'm just apologizing a lot, right? Let's do some headlines.
But at the end of the day, we're going to do headlines.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so, okay, this is a little bit out of our region here, but criminal gangs in Denmark recruiting child soldiers from Sweden. Break this down for me. Forget the fact that it's out of this country. Well, you can add to that, because let's be real, you didn't hear a whole lot of news about Denmark before, right? Or Sweden. Those are usually quiet Scandinavian countries that everybody wished they can live in but weren't allowed in.
So not anymore, huh? Not anymore.
Give me your gut instinct. What is this about?
I have no clue.
Where do the gangs come from? You think Denmark has all of a sudden just decided gangs are cool?
Other countries.
Yeah, so you think there's illegals that came into these very nice countries everybody wanted to move to?
I don't know what their immigration policies are, but I'm going to doubt it.
Well, I'm going to tell you right off the bat because maybe you haven't been watching the news. Remember all the rape that was happening in Sweden that they'd never seen before until they let all those illegals in?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, their rape went crazy, and they were pissed off, and I think they didn't do a whole lot about it. This is just one of those things where I don't understand, where are all the leaders? You know what I mean? Where are the leaders? We laugh and poke at people who are dictators, which I don't like dictators either, don't get me wrong, but dictators at least have their country in mind. I understand being compassionate to other people, but again, bring it into your house. How can you house a bunch of strangers if your house isn't even in order? You know what I mean? And then when these people come in and destroy your house, you can't help anybody else. So Sweden should not have allowed people in their country. Now, think about what we did in Cuba, right? We took a piece of Cuba, Guantanamo Bay, and that's where we housed all the refugees. They weren't in our country. We supported them. We gave them food, places to live. We did that directly in another country on a piece of land where they were not free to destroy it and ruin the country.
In another country we're not friendly with, and we just go there, take their land, and use it, right? Cool.
Sure. But I guess what I'm saying is we don't have to do that approach. We definitely could find a place in the deserts of Arizona and build a whole city of people and put them in, or just like we were doing, have them remain in Mexico until we can filter them out. And if they're not here to do good, if their intentions are not good, send them back to their country. Because that's the difference. I laugh at this because maybe you can say I'm not very compassionate. I am very compassionate because I do care about people. I do care about a lot of things. I think there's a difference though. I mean, the thing that keeps coming to my mind is this sweet lady, back in the day saying, "Oh, look at those lovely, beautiful men in those red coats. I don't know why they're carrying rifles." Like that's the compassion these fools have. Literally, when somebody's coming in to take over your country, you're so optimistically pleasant that you're admiring their dress when they're literally coming here to take over. Like that's not compassion, idiot. That's delusion. You can be compassionate and not want to kill somebody and stop them. That's what it takes to be in the military. You got to be compassionate in the police force. Everybody gives them a bad name, like their job is to go kill the enemy. No, it's not. We've had this discussion before. It's not to kill the enemy. It's to stop the threat. Now, a compassionate man would say, "How can I stop this threat without taking the life of another human being?" Yes, that's the objective. So these gangs didn't just form overnight. And even if they were gangs in existence, the fact that this made the news means they're bigger than they were. And of course, you're going to be able to recruit people who hate your country that just happen to be in your country. We let people in this country. Hell, we have American citizens in this country who hate this country. And I want to tell you, it's unconstitutional to discriminate against somebody's religion, right? This is a topic I would have loved to have with a lot more of us and get into more of the woods of it. But I thought about this. What's happening in Minneapolis is a Muslim takeover, and they are American citizens now. So they're bringing their way of life, their religion, their culture. They're bringing it all here, and you can see it. Go to Minneapolis. Go to Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan. Go to these places where you can see them literally changing the entire culture in our country. And it's not just about religion, it's about religion and culture. But we can't discriminate against their religion. But their religion is the culture. So, how do you work around that? Like me personally, I don't care what religion you are, I don't care what you practice, but I don't want mosques blaring music, making people go to prayer, whipping women who've got their hair out. Like, I don't want this in my country. I don't. Now, if you can have a little community where you can do that, just like the Amish, they stay to themselves, go for it. But when you come into the country, I don't want to be in that little community. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'll end up being in that little Christian community where all the Muslims don't bother me. But that's not really what I think is going to happen. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, so this is a very
Yeah, yeah.
difficult thing. So Denmark and Sweden,
Have you been to Minneapolis to see it all?
I have been. Well, I haven't seen it lately. I've been
Oh,
there
okay.
before,
I was just
but I've
checking.
seen all the videos from Dearborn. I've seen all the videos with them chanting "Death to America" and all that stuff. I've seen all the videos. But I did just see Minneapolis pass that law. I don't know if I told you about that, where there's like 7 mosques that now have permission to blare their prayer music during the day.
Yeah, yeah, we discussed that.
Yeah. So I mean, that's huge. Is that not a noise ordinance? So if I can't go down the street banging F the police, but you can blare your prayer music, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I'm sitting here in the middle of recording and all of a sudden in the background, like, I don't want that crap.
Well, he don't want this music playing either.
Yeah, right. Oh, good transition. Family of Isaac Hayes sues Trump for playing his song at rallies. Is this even possible?
I
I
don't
mean,
even
is
know
there a
Isaac.
royalty
I don't
statute?
even know what song Isaac Hayes
I don't either.
sings, but
I don't either, and I really don't care.
I don't think there's a royalty because he's. I mean, he's not using it for a gain of anything. I don't think. I don't know how all that works.
Yeah, there's a whole rights and privileges
Yeah,
thing and all that. Even here, the music we play was from a guy who wrote it, who gave us signed off on let us use it. Um, we give him a shout out at the end of every episode if you haven't noticed. You don't watch them, never mind. It's in our outro. Maybe you should see it next time. But yeah, so obviously I don't know if they get to use it. Well, I guess profit, right? I think profit is the distinction.
I think I don't know.
You can't make profit off of it because then you're stealing the royalties from the people who made it. Otherwise, it's advertisement, right? If you go down the street playing music that you bought, that's advertisement. So are they actually making profit when they play it at a rally? I mean, you could probably argue that, right?
Maybe he doesn't want his music tied to him.
Well, but that's the point here, right?
What's this family of Isaac Hayes? Is Isaac Hayes not alive?
I'm assuming he's dead. I don't know, because I assume if Isaac Hayes had a problem with it, he would be the
He
one
would.
saying it, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Let's look that up. But I don't know the song. I mean, I probably should know the song. It's probably a pretty popular song. Um, Wikipedia, is that a trusted source?
Anybody can change Wikipedia.
Oh,
Nothing's trust on.
He was born. He died in 2008.
Oh,
So he's definitely, yeah, he's definitely not around. So his family's doing it. So, what's this about? You know what I mean? What's this really about? It's about, I hate Trump. Really, that's what it's about.
what do you say?
It's about, yeah, yeah. And wow. Here's another one. And Steve, look, see, this is what I don't like. I don't, please. I really wish these people, I really wish these people would just, I try my best to explain my belief, right? When I say I believe something, I try my best to explain it. I wish these clowns would actually come out and explain it. And I don't mean by saying, Trump's a threat to democracy, Trump's a racist. Like, that's not an explanation. That's an opinion that you probably can't even back up with facts. At least explain it. Stephen King says Trump didn't want to take photos with amputee veterans, despite Trump having done exactly that. So, first of all, I wouldn't even believe it if somebody didn't fact check. I wouldn't even believe it because it's not seems like Trump's character. It seems more like if Trump had a reason not to be there and it got canceled or whatever, then they're trying to say he wouldn't do it. I would believe that more likely. But Stephen King, he wrote a lot of books where his mind was in another place. That's why his books were so good because he's not a normal human being. Most celebrities in Hollywood are not normal people. Could you literally walk up to your wife and pretend to be a whole different character, hold on a persona and a demeanor and do all this faking? No, you couldn't, right?
well,
You
sometimes we do. Oh, yeah.
well, we probably do at some extent, right? But you'd probably get caught eventually because you're not a good actor. You can't you have morals. You don't lie to your wife. You know what I mean? So, but if you call it acting, try that next time. You know what I mean? Next time, pull one over on your wife and just say, "Oh, sorry, honey, I was just acting. I was trying to play a part for another movie I'm thinking about making." Like, try that. So right off the bat, the people that do this stuff are not normal people. They're like politicians. That's why actors go into politics, right? But they're not normal people. And when I say normal, I don't mean it in the bad way because we're really who knows what normal is anymore, right? But they're a different set of people that have different set of skills. And this guy Stephen King, I wouldn't take any political advice from him anyway. You know what I mean? His novels were great, but that's not a world we live in. That's why we like it, right? Because it takes you out of this world. I mean, why would you read one of his novels for information?
I don't think I ever have.
Right. Well, I probably haven't either, but I know of his novels. You know what I mean? What he wrote, it. He wrote it. Was it Stephen King's? What?
Wasn't he Pet Cemetery? I think
Yeah,
I
I think he
saw the
wrote all those
movie.
scary, freaky
Saw the
movies,
movie.
right?
Yeah.
So here's a man creating a world where scary people kill or dead animals come alive and kill, giving me political advice. Yeah, I just, it's not that he doesn't have an opinion that matters, but I just know his mind frame. It, it's his opinion. He's entitled to it. But I'm tired of these celebrities who think they know everything. What they know is that their money is being threatened by the actual people they take advantage of. I mean, like, I wish people like these boycott. I'm not for a boycott, but I do enjoy watching them. When people go and act a fool and then they suffer financially because of their own decisions, that's called growing up, dude. That's called running a business. That's called, making decisions. That's what that is. And I'll give you a funny example of it. I don't know if I told you this, but I saw it the other day. It was funny. I've repeated it, so I don't know who I repeated it to, but I saw it. It was a meme. It was talking about single men do everything for themselves all the time while they're single. And there's never one man who says he's a strong, independent man. But a single
Mm.
woman. So you think about it, right? So if you're so independent and strong in this, why do you declare it? You know, why do you have to tell everybody I'm a strong, independent woman? No, that's called adulthood. That's what adults do when they're single. They do everything for themselves. It's not you're a strong, independent woman. You're an adult who doesn't have someone to help you do the things you need to do. It's just really that simple. But they make a title and a name of it because why? It's all mental stuff, dude. It's all mental stuff. It's all some sort of feeding their insecurities or insignificance. I get it. I deal with this stuff, dude. We all deal with this stuff. But let's stop pretending. That's all I want. I want to stop pretending. Is that the last?
No, we can go one
No.
more time.
Oh, all right.
Well, that might have been the last one because he has frozen on my
I
end,
thought
and
you
I
did that
don't
on
know
purpose.
what
You blacked
happened.
out for a
Oh,
second.
you blacked out for a second.
Oh well, whoever blacked out, I thought I lost you there because of the flood victim. I thought North Korea was
Coming to get
coming for
me.
you. Yep.
I'm not gonna show sadness though.
Well, this is crazy. Like, how do you get ordered not to show sadness?
They get ordered everything in North Korea.
Well, yeah, this is
We're
messed. I'm going to force us off this episode.
I just have to say the same thing. I don't know.
Thanks, shut up, Nate.
When I watch it at the end, I'll figure out who was talking.
Thanks for showing up. Thanks, like, share, subscribe. Give us all your money, all the other stuff I'm supposed to say. And remember, expect some changes here. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom. Hey.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.